Hello everyone and welcome to the last episode of Visual Storytelling with Olschi in 2022. I'm Olschi and on this channel we'll talk about writing and drawing manga and anything art related really. Also say hello to my avatar. I'm gonna use her for most of my tutorials now. This way I don't have to make myself look like a human being and can just stay in my home goblin mode behind the camera. Tell me how you like her. I will be adding more expression over time, but for now I have only a few. So it might be a little bit boring, but I hope it's still okay. Today I wanted to show you some of the best free Clip Studio materials for manga pages. There are some great pre-installed screen tones and brushes, but the library is far from complete in my opinion. It lacks certain classic screen tones that pretty much every manga artist uses in their work. So I wanted to share them, as sometimes finding the right material can be quite tricky. I will post all of the links for the materials in the description box. Just a small disclaimer before we start, I am not sponsored by Celsius, the company behind Clip Studio, and was actually going to scrap this video when they announced they will use image generation AI that basically uses art without permission from the artist. But luckily Celsius listens to the artist's critical feedback and decided not to implement the AI. Thank God. Other artists have discussed what the problem with AI art is at the moment, so I will not talk about this here in this video. I'm just glad that Celsius doesn't do it. Now let's start with the tutorial. You can find and download any kind of material in Clip Studio Asset. Some of it you have to pay for and some of it is free. I will share with you some of the best free material you can find. Some of it is more hidden, and finding stuff that has this manga look and doesn't look too 3D can be tricky. You can download the material here. After the download, you can find it in the download folder under material. If the downloaded material works like a brush, you have to drop it in the tool window. If it is a screen tone or image, you just drop it straight on the canvas or your selected area. Here in this area you can see what type of material it is. Let's start with some emotional effects. Number 1. Hazy Tone by Pony Pony. Sometimes you need a moody effect, dark or scary. I use this one a lot in Bad Dog and Good Boy, and also in my last short comic. This one is tricky to find, cause like with so many other materials, the title is in Japanese. Number 2. There is a big variety on lightning brushes. The best ones you usually have to pay for. But this lightning brush by Old School Girl is pretty neat and free. You can use it to show sudden anger, shock or other kind of special effects. 3. If you have read enough manga, you probably have seen this kind of effect, mostly in comedic scenes. So it's kinda a must-have for any manga creator. It was created by Akizora Hiromu. Number 4. Sparkles. No matter the genre of your manga, you could always use some sparkles, either for comedic effect or simply a dreamy one. There is a nice selection of free sparkles, for example this one by Miss Rain or this one by Enosato. Talking about dreamy effects, this atmospheric tone by Sakusa Kusanga is quite nice in my opinion. 7. This one by Clip Studio itself is a bit heavy-handed, but can be used just as well. 8. Sometimes you need some help with the backgrounds. Things like brick stones or chicken wire can save you a lot of time. Here again, it's not that easy to find the good one. For bricks, I like to use this one by Aina Machi. It has this rough look I like so much about manga. 9. In Bad Dog and Good Boy, I use the screen tone by Rick Mortus a lot for my chicken wire fences. It's realistic enough, but not too detailed. 10. If you need to draw backgrounds that got withered or destroyed, the decay brush is perfect. I actually can't believe that this is free. It's so good. Thank you, Ora Mura. I don't know how to read this. Another material I can't believe is for free is this moon brush by Cha Kyoku. Okay, we're not here for a Japanese lesson, so let's continue. Anyways, I usually use a gradient for dark skies and then use this brush in the transparent mode, so it works like an eraser. Placing it in the right size and at the right area can be tricky as it kinda places it randomly, so sometimes it takes a couple of tries, but the effect looks pretty neat in my opinion. If I want to make a half moon or a crescent moon, I just use this gauze cloud to fill in the screen tones again. And voila, you have a pretty realistic moon, which still doesn't look like a photograph turned into a screen tone. 12. Since we are already talking skies, how about clouds? There are some pre-installed sky screen tones in Clip Studio, but I really don't like them. So here is a small selection of somewhat better looking screen tones, in my opinion. This one by Okuyama doesn't look too bad. 13. This one by Gomiyu can be used for sunsets and such. To be honest, I still haven't found a good solution for clouds. I just can't find the right kind of screen tones they use in manga. Usually I just apply a gradient tone and then use some cloud brushes as erasers to get this effect, but it still doesn't quite have the effect I'm looking for. If you know some good tips on clouds for me, please share this in the comments. Okay, those were the basic free materials I use all the time. Over time I splurged and also paid a bit for some materials here and there, because in my opinion the material is usually worth it, so consider paying sometimes as well. Some material is really cheap, so supporting the artist providing these brushes and screen tones can be a way of showing our appreciation. If there is some amazing material that you love and I haven't mentioned in this video, feel free to share it with all of us in the comment section. I do know some Japanese, but even for me, finding the right names and keywords is just impossible sometimes. So I can imagine how hard it can be if you don't know any Japanese at all. And with this, we are closing 2022. This year was a wild ride, I would say. Thank you all for your support throughout this year. We didn't quite reach the 1000 subscribers, but we got close enough. Your comments are always such a joy to read and I just had a blast creating these videos for you. A special thank you goes out to all of my coffee donors. You really helped me keeping this channel running. And without the support, it would be so much harder to find the time to do this. I love doing YouTube and your constant support and kind words always keep me motivated. So thank you. I'm sorry there was no video in November. I needed some time to recover from like a year of non-stop working. I already feel better and really look forward to all the things to come in 2023. I will finally continue working on another me. I will add some stuff to this channel and I hope I can realize some higher concept video ideas that have been living rent-free in my brain. So to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming stuff, subscribe to this channel and follow me on my other social media. All links will be in the description box. Also, Bad Dog and Good Boy will be coming out next year, so this is another thing I'm looking forward to. How about you? Are there certain things you look forward to in 2023? Are you hopeful? Are you trying to stay realistic and expect the worst? Either way, I wish you all a great start into 2023. I am surprisingly optimistic, just like last year. Anyways, I wish you all a great start into 2023. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep creating stuff you care about. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next year. Bye!